Hi everyone, this is Tony, and this is the FlagFinder. I decided to go this route because I wanted something that with under 2 weeks to work on it, I would still actually consider publishing. So I did this one because my boys are really into flags.
I'm Cooper, and I love flags. Hi, I'm Tate, and I love flags.
And what this does is you can be looking at a country's flag, and if you're not sure what it is, you can start filtering it down. But before I start showing you that, I'll go through um, the more boring pages. Here's my contact. I put a lot of work into making these icons look good. Probably spent too much time on the, because I'm not a graphic designer, and I probably spent too much time on graphic design, made my own logo, and I also use it for my fav icon. I'll quickly go over the About page. So the goal of the site is to identify a country flag quickly. By selecting or deselecting characteristics about the flag, you can whittle the list down and identify the flag you're looking for. The characteristics include colors, shapes, and a few patterns, which I've included in the shapes category.
Dad, where can I find the code for this website?
It is available on GitHub. All right, how to use the site. The filter buttons allow for 3 states: selecting, deselecting, or neither. If you're not sure, then just leave it as neither. And then here's the technologies used. So to give you an idea, so for example, here's the vertical tricolor flags. Well, if you select it, you'll see flags of all vertical tricolors. You also notice too that not only does it filter it down, but it updates this bootstrap badge up here. So you can see there's 17 of these horizontal bicolor. Here's flags that have a moon on them, flags that have a circle, and so on. So to show this, and the reason I went this route too is because the flag finding sites that are out there, they have a lot of postbacks. They're pretty slow. They're clunky. So what I wanted to show, sorry if you can't see my mouse there. I wanted to make a clean one that looked better and ran faster. So when I hover over it too, you'll notice there's a lot of CSS and a lot of Bootstrap and jQuery on this guy. When I hover over, there's a 1/4 second delay because if I'm just going all over them, and I don't know if you can see my mouse, I'm going all over these. I don't want them all popping up all the time, but I put a 1/4 second delay on it so it will pop up if I do want to see it a little bit larger. All right, so to show it off, I looked up the last names of everybody in class and found the origins of those last names. So I thought we'd look them up real quick. So here's our first one: green, white, red, green, red, white, tricolor, no blue, no black, and as you can see, we're already down to a manageable amount here. We could filter it down further if we wanted, but we found our flag. It's Iran. All right, now let's go and do the black, red, and yellow one. Red, yellow, black, tricolor, no white, and as we've already found it, it's Germany. There's a reset button here. All right, horizontal, white, green, orange, and it's Ireland. Let's see, that one's got triangles and it's got a cross. It's blue, white, no yellow, no stars. It's United Kingdom. All right, here we got green, yellow, red with a circle, some white and blue. White or red, circle, yellow, green, blue, some white, and we found it already. It's Portugal. All right, here's a tricolor. Yellow, well, it's not really a tricolor, but 3 broad stripes. Also, if you hover on one of them, you can see like the descriptions of when you should be selecting it. That one also actually has some green and some blue, and some white in it. And here it is over here at Spain. And we could whittle this down further if we wanted. We could get rid of circles, get rid of triangles. Reset. All right, there we've got a cross and blue, white, no red, and we're down to Finland and Greece, so we can see that's the Greece flag. And then I added one more here, one that we might not know where it is to display the next functionality. So that one is white and black and blue, no red, no green, no yellow. All right, so that's Botswana. Now,
Where in the world is that country?
I also made the flags all clickable. So if you're in here and you're wondering what are the characteristics this has according to the site, or where is it even located, you can click on it. And here I'm using MVC, and it will show you the flag. It will show you the selected characteristics. And then I'm also using Google Geocoding API and Google Maps API. The reason I'm using the geocoding is because Maps needs a longitude and latitude. So you can't just send it a country. However, with the geocoding API, you can go and look up a country. And I want it to depend on the country name because also it gives me a very clean, instead of going with ID, it gives me a more descriptive address up here too. Also, there is a lot of CSS here, Bootstrap and my own, to give you an idea. If I start, you'll notice that I used media queries. So these all, they were breaking apart, they were overlapping, they were getting a little crazy. So I needed to use media queries, and you can see they start shrinking down, start heading below. And you can do this with any of the countries. There is a lot of jQuery on the site. Oh, I wanted to also show you one more thing. So I'm not a UI guy, I'm not a graphic designer, but there's a cool site called Peloton. And when you find a color you like, you enter it in here, and then it will give you, you can select this, you can select that, and it will give you other colors that will look good on the site. In my case, I didn't want to go with a white or black background because I had so many flags with white or black that would blend in. And I found this color that I liked, and I found these guys went nice together from that site. Also the labels here, the labels also use similar coloring. In the future, some other things I'd like to do, I'd like to actually make an admin page where people can upload flags and maybe have the flag, the image itself, be analyzed by the code and set the colors itself. Maybe more filtration options, although I didn't want to make it too, I like that there's not a ton, so it's fairly intuitive. And I was thinking I would also eventually like to download larger versions of the flags. I thought about putting a search by country on here, but I thought then I'm not replacing anything that Google can't already do. Also, you could just do a control find on here if you wanted to and get down to those flags, but I thought that didn't offer enough value. But I thought with the characteristics, I could really trim it down quickly and help people find their flag or whatever flag it is they're looking for quickly just by looking at the characteristics. All right, thanks much.